Hello, everyone. This is Introduction to Ethics, Understanding Ethics and its Significance. So, what do we mean when we say ethics? Ethics, it is a philosophical study of the moral principles and values that guide how people act and interact with each other. It is the systematic study of what is right and wrong, fair and unfair, and how people and groups should deal with difficult ethical situations. Ethics gives people a way to think about their actions in a critical way and evaluate them both on an individual and a group level. How important is ethics in our life? Ethics, it is important in every part of our life because imagine a world where there is no ethics, no, where ethics don't matter, where people do things without thinking about how they can affect others. A world like that would likely be full of chaos, mistrust, and people who don't care about each other. Ethics is one of the most important parts of society because it helps people get along. It makes sure everyone is treated fairly, and it builds the trust that keeps communities together. So, how ethics affect how people act and what they value? Ethics, it is like a moral compass that it helps people find their way through and make choices about complicated things. And it helps people make through uh, difficult choices. So whether they choose A or B, that any choices that they have to make in life. It's like a signpost that helps people figure out what to do when they're in tough situations that tests their values. People gain a better understanding of their own values and a sense of responsibility for the well being of others through a continuous process of thinking about and learning about ethics. Over time, these morals become part of their personality and shape how they deal with problems, how they interact with others, and how to take advantage of opportunities. How to be moral and make decisions, or in short, how to make moral decisions. So we first have to examine the link between ethics and making decisions. Ethics and making decisions go hand in hand. They have a dynamic relationship that shapes the choices people make. Ethical concerns are used as a lens to look at decisions in a way that goes beyond immediate effects. And ethical decision making doesn't just look at what's best for you. It also takes into the account how it will affect other people, how well it fits with your values, and also with the values of larger communities, and also the larger moral principles that guide actions. How moral questions affect decisions. So, ethics adds a layer of complexity to decision making, and it forces people to think about how their actions will affect a wide range of stakeholders. It tells people to think about their decisions, that their decisions might affect not only themselves, but also their families, their communities, and the society as a whole. These focus on honesty, fairness, and integrity. It encourages people to make decisions that might require them to make personal sacrifices or step out of their comfort zones. Now, what is the effects of moral choices on people and society? Ethical decisions have effects that go far beyond the person who makes them. On a personal level, following ethical rules give you a sense of self-worth. It also boosts your confidence. and it gives you a deep sense of purpose, and it comes from making the world a better place. On a societal level, norms, laws, and cultural practices are shaped by the ethical decisions that people make together. These decisions help people trust each other and work together, which it leads to a more fair and united society. On the other hand, making choices that are not moral can hurt trust. It can break up social bonds and it can cause conflict in the community. Putting everything together, the path to ethics, and it is a journey of self discovery and taking care of other people as well, not just your own. It looks at how human behavior, values, and decisions are all tied together in a complicated way by learning more about what ethics are, what they mean, and what role they play. People gain a more nuanced understanding of how these principles form the basis of a fair and caring society. When people understand this, they better able to make ethical decisions in a world full of complicated choices. As a start, as we start the journey, we are not only wanting to learn more about ourselves, but we also want to encourage empathy, moral behavior as well, and being responsible citizens, no responsible citizenships in a world that works best when people are connected. So that's the very gist of why we have to learn ethics.